Sam Darley here, and now I'm going to talk about the big blow today for the Houston Texans. Are they doomed without Arian Foster? No. While they don't have a quarterback, the Houston Texans have been one of those franchises that seems to find this diamond in the rough, this star running back. They have better luck finding a star running back than they do a star quarterback. It's a blow. It's a huge blow to their offense. Excuse me. But I thought last year Alfred Blue showed tremendous potential. And this offseason, he's been working with Adrian Peterson, hopefully on his football skills and not his parenting skills, if he is a father. Sorry, Adrian Peterson fans and Minnesota Viking fans. And there was no joke intended. But anyways, my point is, the Texans have found a star in the making. Look at Foster. When Slayton had his fumbling issues, the Texans stuck with him. But then in 2010, they let him go. They let him go before the 2010 season. Foster became the starter. Everybody's like, well, this what's this Foster guy got that Slayton doesn't have? And he ends up leading the league in rushing, or being in the top 5 at least, in 2010. I'm not saying Blue's going to lead the league in rushing. That would be really impressive. But the Texans aren't doomed. I mean, their offense, they already don't have a quarterback. But, where it's going to hurt the Texans the most is the fact that Foster really helps in the pass protection. Wow, that's a big blow. He might miss the entire season. This is a groin injury, and groin injuries in running backs, I wouldn't play with it. I wouldn't mess with it. If he needs to have surgery, if it's required that he has surgery, I would recommend him having it and coming back strong in 2016. I wouldn't bring him back. So risky. You could risk re-injuring the groin. Alfred Blue, this is his chance. This is probably his season. Kind of like if Ryan Mallett's a starter, this is his season to once and for all make a name for himself and hopefully be the star and be the future running back of the Texans, because like the Texans have with Slayton, they had a 1,000-yard rusher. And, he started having fumbling problems, so they turned to Foster the 2009 season. Foster had some good games, some good moments. But Slayton stayed the starting running back. Then, in that offseason, Slayton was let go. And the Texans started Arian Foster. And Foster became an absolute sensation. I'm not saying it's going to, I'm not saying it's going to happen without Alfred Blue. But it's something that could happen. I mean, it's happened to the Texans before. It's happened. It has. It's, the shelf life for a running back is not very long. I would say 1 4-year contract, it may be a 3-year deal. So probably about 7-year career shelf, depending on how well these guys take care of themselves. Foster's been an elite back for many years. And that hasn't changed at all. He's been a heck of a running back. The Texans are going to miss his offense, but eventually they're going to need to move. They're going to need to find that future. They're going to need to find that future star running back. And, of course, they're going to lean on the running game, so they've got to have a star running back. Going into the season, they were going to rely on Foster and their defense and have either Mallett or Hoyer to just have to put points on the board and help the defense win ball games. The defense will be elite. I have no question about that. I'm not as worried about that as I am now about the offense, because now they don't have a quarterback. Still no word whether it's going to be Hoyer or Mallett. But the Texans, again, this is one of the franchises. This is the one position that they find a star in. They don't find it with the quarterback. They find it with the running back, and I don't think it'll be any different. I think they will find their guy, whether it's Blue, whether it's a Hillard kid. I mean, Polk is not that. He's a good goal line. He's a good third and short guy. He's a power back. I'm not saying he's not going to be a starter. but he'd be a nice, like, relief for Blue. Same thing with Hillard. You know, you just don't know how this is all going to go down. Blue could be another Adrian Peterson, be a superstar, and the Texans could have another 1,000 or 2,000 yard rusher. And again, shelf life for running backs is not very long. But I think for all the people that said the Texans are doomed, you don't know the Texans. You don't know the Texans. They find that diamond in the rough, and it could be a rough situation this year at running back. It may not be. You just don't know. We haven't started the season yet. I'm not worried because I know Bill O'Brien is going to figure out a way to wiggle, find a way to tinker with the offense. He'll probably do something. He'll have to name a quarterback, obviously. Do I think any of these quarterbacks are good enough to carry the team? No. They're good quarterbacks, but they're not. They're not elite. At least Mallet might have the potential to become a star, but maybe even Savage. Maybe he becomes a big star. I don't think the Texans are doomed, but they do need to find that. They do need to see Alfred Blue improve, because I thought last year, while he showed tremendous potential, he does have the biggest weakness in his game is he tries to run through walls. You gotta be patient, Alfred. You gotta see the play. You gotta be able to read defenses and read through and hit the hole and hit it hard. Once Blue can get in that, if Blue can get in that secondary, he can run. He's a power back too. He can flat out bulldoze his way for 6 or 7 yards, and he can take a defense with him. He's a big guy. He's a big, strong young man. That's a devastating blow for the Texans. So Foster's a heck of a running back. They're gonna miss it. He was 6th in the league in rushing. They're gonna miss his production. But I think Blue can handle it. I think Blue is capable of being a superstar in this league. But then again, he's got to do it on the field. And everybody talks about the offensive line. That's really what it boils down to. Is how well is the offensive line? I mean, we don't know what this offense is. This offense is going to look totally different this year. There's going to be no Foster. Andre Johnson's gone. I mean, you talk about some cornerstone pieces being gone from this offense. This is going to be new for the Texans. It's going to be interesting to see what it looks like and how well Bill O'Brien does without his star running back. We'll see. But no, the Texans are not doomed. This is not the end of the world. They'll find another running back like they always have. They will. We'll see what happens. This has been Sam Darley talking about the Texans running back situation without Arian Foster. Thanks for watching.